Welcome to Film and Page. I'm Dominic, and in this video, I'm going to be talking some Star Trek news. And there's two news items I'm going to talk about. First is casting news for Star Trek Strange New Worlds. And the second is a Star Trek Voyager documentary that is a crowdfunded one that's in the works. So first, the casting news. But before I get into any of that, I guess apparently today is William Shatner's birthday, Captain Kirk himself, and he turned 90 years old today. So, and he still seems like he's in pretty good shape, so happy birthday to him. So let's get into the first article. 5 cast members for Star Trek Strange New Worlds announced. First season of Star Trek Strange New Worlds went into production last month in Canada, and now we are getting our first look at who will be joining Captain Pike, Spock, and Number 1 on board the U.S.S. Enterprise. Strange New Worlds adds 5. On Friday, Paramount Plus, the streaming home for the new Star Trek universe, announced 5 new cast members for the Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Babs Alusamokin, Black Mirror, and Dune, and if you watch my channel, you know who that is. He's going to be playing Jameis in the upcoming Denis Villeneuve Dune 2021 film, which I cannot wait to see. Christina Chong, Tom and Jerry Black Mirror, Celia Rose Golding, Jagged Little Pill, Jess Bush, Skinford, Les Norton, and Melissa Navia, Dietland Billions, are on board as series regulars. So the only one I know is Babs Alusamokin. That's the only one I'm familiar with. They join Anson Mount as Captain Pike, Ethan Peck as Spock, and Rebecca Romijn as Number 1. Paramount Plus has not yet revealed what roles the new actors are playing, but they did release a video featuring the full cast talking about starting production on the new show. Goldman's directed pilot. Today's announcement also included a few official synopses for the series. Star Trek Strange New Worlds is based on the years Captain Christopher Pike manned the helm of the U.S.S. Enterprise. The series will feature fan favorites from Season 2 of Star Trek Discovery, Anson Mount as Captain Christopher Pike, Rebecca Romijn as Number 1, and Ethan Peck as Science Officer Spock. The series will follow Captain Pike, Science Officer Spock, and Number 1 in the years before Captain Kirk boarded the U.S.S. Enterprise, as they explore new worlds around the galaxy. It was also revealed today that the series premiere was written and executive producer and co-producer Akiva Goldsman, with the story by Akiva Goldsman, Alex Kurtzman, and Jenny Lumet. Goldsman also directs the premiere episode. In a statement, Goldman said, "In a career, there is never enough work that is pure joy. I feel that my friend Alex Kurtzman, along with David Staff at CBS Studios and Julie McNamara at Paramount Plus, have given me just that by letting me haunt the stock rooms of my favorite candy store, and I am grateful. With a hell of a cast and underlying love for the original series, we boldly go." The statement quotes Goldman's showrunner, Henry Alonzo Myers, as well. "I'm incredibly grateful to be working alongside Akiva and our brilliant, multifaceted cast to help bring the adventures of the Starship Enterprise to new life. For someone who has been dreaming of spaceships and alien worlds since I was little, this show is a dream come true." So I'm not going to go on with the rest of the article. There's a bit more there. This whole era of Trek that we're in right now, the Alex Kurtzman era, I haven't really been a fan of a lot of it. I'm not a fan of Discovery. I did give it a chance, but I just dropped out after Season 2. And Lower Decks, I watched the first 2-3 episodes, dropped out, didn't like it. But I haven't burned through all my goodwill with Star Trek, and Picard I thought was like boring and disappointing. So I'm hoping that they're gonna maybe do some course correcting with this new show. And from what I heard, I don't know, but the rumors are true that this is going to be more of a episodic series. So each one is going to be like a contained story, like they did with Next Generation in the original series, and even Deep Space Nine to an extent. Deep Space Nine had like an overarching story for their seasons, especially the later ones. But at the same time, they still had a lot of individual self-contained episodes throughout. So it wasn't just a straight story arc. The good thing about that is every now and then you get a really good gem of an episode. But if it's just basically like with Discovery, it's basically a 10 or 13 hour long episode, then if you don't like that arc, then you're kind of screwed. That's how I think of it anyway. So I'm hoping for the best. I'm hoping that Alex Kurtzman, for the most part, stays out of it and does his own thing. I don't even like the fact that he's even in there working on the pilot or writing it. Like, I'd like to see him kind of like what they did with Gene Roddenberry, just promote him up out of the way. But it is what it is. But still, I'm really, I'm not going to say I'm excited, but I'm really curious to see how this series is going to turn out. A few things going for it right off the bat is I did like Pike in what I seen of him in Discovery Season 2. I think Anson Mount has the potential to be the quintessential Captain Pike, even over Jeffrey Hunter from the 60s. Jeffrey Hunter, we only got him in the pilot. That was it. He never went on to do the series or anything after that. But I think Anson Mount could be like the quintessential Captain Pike. I really believe that. So I'm hoping for the best for the series, and I'll be curious to see who all these actors that they cast, who they're playing, and you know, you get a better feel for it as more information comes out. But apparently, some information should be coming out because they're already shooting and stuff. And I'm kind of curious: are they going to make any changes to the Enterprise? Going to tweak it at all? Because that's one thing I thought, even though it looked different, I thought it was a really good redesign of the original Enterprise, that old Constitution class. And that's what I was expecting it to look like in the JJ movies. But we got something like I thought was an abomination of a starship design. So that's that. So let's talk about the second article here. So this is apparently they're doing a Star Trek Voyager documentary, and it's a crowdfunded one. So exclusive Star Trek Voyager documentary name revealed. At the beginning of the month, 455 Films launched a crowdfunding campaign for an untitled documentary all about Star Trek Voyager. The campaign has been a huge success and is still ongoing. And now they are ready to reveal the name of the doc, giving an exclusive first reveal to Trek Movie. The name is, at midnight tonight, the team behind Voyager documentary will be sending out an update revealing the chosen name title. That title is, To the Journey, Looking Back at Star Trek Voyager. In addition to being evocative of the show's premise of a ship lost in the Delta Quadrant, the name comes from the series finale. To the Journey was the toast given by Reginald Barclay in the original timeline at a reunion party for the crew back home on Earth. This naming follows a similar convention to how 455 Films named their Deep Space Nine documentary What We Left Behind, evocative of DS9's series finale, What You Leave Behind. Close to HD stretch goal. Last week, we reported that Voyager Doc has announced new stretch goals with the intent to remaster footage from Voyager used in the documentary into high definition. Since that time, they have already passed the goal to remaster some of the footage and are on their way to the $900,000 goal to remaster all the footage used for the documentary. The current fundraising goal is over $850,000 with 9 days to go. So this, this is some exciting Star Trek news. This is more exciting than the announcement of Strange New Worlds, for me anyway, because I find all the behind the scenes stuff when it comes to Star Trek is almost way more entertaining than what's in front of the screen. That documentary about Deep Space Nine, I watched that and I reviewed it on my channel, I think last year. And that is like, if you're a Star Trek fan, that documentary is a must-see. And the digitally remastered footage that they did for that documentary, I would love to see them go back, pull out Deep Space Nine, and redo all the special effects like that, because it looked so good. It was just mind-blowing. and it'll be cool to see them do it with this documentary as well. And this is something I'm really looking forward to seeing. And this might be a crowdfunding thing. I might actually go in on this, depending on what the levels are and stuff like that you can go in on and that kind of thing. But yeah, now the Deep Space Nine one, I don't know where you would find it. I found it on Tubi, of all places, and watched it on there, and it was really good. I really enjoyed that documentary, and I have a feeling this one's going to be just as good. I'd be curious to know what went on behind the scenes, how they came up with the show, and things like that. So really, this is really exciting Star Trek news, in my opinion. So that's everything I got to say in this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I will see you at the next one. I'd like to say thank you to all of my subscribers. I appreciate you all in helping this channel grow. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon so you'll be notified when new videos are uploaded.